Okay guys, I am here for my weekly what sold video. I'm going to show you guys what I sold on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I didn't have, or maybe Depop. Also, I think on Mercari, I didn't have any sales this week. So going to go ahead and show you that to hopefully help you with your reselling business. I am filming this in a hotel. If the background looks different, I got into a conference room. I'm currently in Springfield, Missouri to coach a volleyball tournament for my boys. Grace, my daughter, is sleeping upstairs in the hotel room. It's 6:50, so I have plenty of time before I'm going to hit up some thrift stores, I think, this morning, because our first game's not until 2:30, so I'm really excited about that. But before we get into the sales, I'm going to talk to you about Prime Lister, my Poshmark automation tool. They do have some new features that are really exciting. So first of all, if you don't use anything for your Poshmark automation, you definitely need to be. It is a waste of time to be sharing your own closet and sending out offers. Pretty much all of my sales come from this. Every once in a while, I'll make an offer on a bundle, but here are some features that you can have on Prime Lister: share, community share, relist, offers to likers, party share, return, follow, and follow new closets. So the new features are in the offers to likers section. And so now you can actually, let me move myself over. You can filter by age, you can filter by current price, minimum net earning, and all of these things. So it's really nice because if you don't want to give a 20% off discount off of everything in your closet or your things that you just listed this first month, you don't have to. You can pick for that 20% off offers to likers. So let me just show you. So like you could pick from like, okay, I want to wait until it's at least listed for 30 days. So you could figure all of that stuff out. And I feel like that is such a cool new feature. Super excited about that. Let me turn off my sound here. So if you're not using Prime Lister yet, please go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. It does have a discount code so you can save on your first month. I actually had one of my viewers that decided to sign up recently, and she said she is so happy. She already has seen immediate results better than Posher VA. A big feature that she liked that I like as well is your computer does not have to be running because it is cloud-based. That's huge for me also. We just had a 6-hour drive. Everything was running in the background while my computer was just closed in my suitcase. So anyway, check that out for your Poshmark automation. Let's get into our sales. I actually think I had one on Mercari, but it's not showing up in my sales. So it was an LaFleur blazer that sold for like $65, which was really good. But I could not find it in my like completed sales. So there you go. Let's see. Depop. I had to cancel those I had to cancel those shoes because I didn't have them. It was a really old listing. So next up on Depop, we have these pair of Beyond Yoga leggings. These just sold last night for $25.50. These are in a size large. They're navy blue with like this space dye. This is what the Beyond Yoga logo looks like. And yeah, they have been selling pretty decent for me actually for around $20 to $25. So kind of a good like bread and butter type sale. Next up was this cachet top. So I am starting to work on some style-based pickups a little bit more and not just brand. This is like a Y2K style top. It was a zebra print and it was also silk. So I think that that definitely helped it as well. But that sold actually really quickly. So I was happy about that for $29.50. I knew this would sell on Depop. It is a Halloween vintage sweatshirt. These Halloween sweatshirts are doing so good. Sold for $35, my full asking price. I had tons of likes on it on all platforms. Oh, this was so cute. So anytime, brand doesn't really matter. Anytime you see a vintage Halloween sweatshirt, I would pick it up. They do seem to do better than the Christmas sweaters. Next up was the brand Quince. I sold this sweater for $25.60. This is a cream crew neck, size medium, 100% cashmere sweater. So cashmere is selling really well right now in the fall, as well as wool, merino wool. So look for those type of fabrics. Next up, I sold these Lululemon pants for $25. These were a pair of crop pants in the dance studio style. So the dance studio style always does good for me, even in the older like versions of it. And these crop ones sold for $25. Like I said, I had them listed a little bit higher, but I am accepting a lot of offers lately because on September 11th, I am leaving to go to Universal Studios with my family. So gotta get some money for food. That's the only thing I don't have all my money yet for is the food. Okay, next up was this Eileen Fisher top, sold for $29.80. I got tons. Okay, I didn't steam this. People ask sometimes, like, should you steam? And I'm just like, sorry, I'm looking on my calendar to make sure I have the right dates. Okay, 23rd through 30th. Should you steam? If you want to. I sold this without steaming it. I got tons of offers for $20 in this. Tons. I kept counter offering 28. It was 100% organic linen. But yeah, I sold it for $29.80 on Depop of all places, so that's great. And that is it for Depop. So let's go on to Poshmark. Let me know down below how your sales have been. I did Poshmark promoted listings feature a little while ago with the beta program, and I don't feel like I noticed a difference, but I decided to try it again this past week. I did the minimum amount that you can do for $30 a week. I do feel like my Poshmark sales have been pretty good. Yesterday I had a $1,300 pending balance this past week, so I need to really write down my numbers. But let me know if you do Poshmark promoted listings. How much do you pay per week? Do you see results? Have you tried it? Yeah, just let me know. And we can talk about that in the comments. I am so tired. I feel like I look so tired. Probably because I am. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's keep going. Athleta pants sold for $35. This is my full asking price. These were a pair of black Cabo wide leg linen pants in a size 6 petite. So I do still pick up petite sizes sometimes. That was a great sale. Next up was a bundle for $140. They originally offered me, I think, $115 or $120. So I counter offered $140. It was a Reformation dress, a Peruvian Connection dress, and a Ralph Lauren sweater. So really nice bundle there. I got that Reformation dress at a consignment store. This was with all of that Peruvian Connection that I found recently. And then if you watched my last haul video, you saw that that sweater was in there. Here's another Peruvian Connection dress that sold for $75. So Peruvian Connection dresses, definitely a bolo. This was a size large. It was called the Broderie Stretch Pima Cotton Dress, midi length fitted. So that was really exciting. Next up was a bundle for $60. Actually, I did not have the top Lululemon shirt. Luckily, she was really understanding with the bundle, and she went ahead and replaced this with a, what was it? Oh, a Ralph Lauren plaid skirt that I have that was around the same price. So besides that, I sold 2 pairs of Democracy jeans. They were both in a size 10. So a couple nice little bundle sales, for the week. Next up, I sold this Bowden sweatshirt for $25. This was a size medium tiger jungle print crew neck sweater. Here's the Bowden label that's on there, and then the style is that very top number above that PO number. So that was pretty easy to find, and it sold probably in a couple of months. I don't keep track of when I pick up items. You can do that if you want that for your own personal records, but you literally don't have to. I don't know. You really don't have to. Like, there's nothing on your taxes you have to keep track of for any of that. So it's like, that's just up to you, and I don't want to do it. That's just more work. Lug wallet sold for $20. If you watched my last Thrift With Me video, I found tons of this on a new rack. If you didn't watch that, go back and watch last Sunday's video, I think it was. This was a multicolor floral quilted wristlet. This sold for $20, which is great because I think I paid $199 for the little wallet. So yay, I've started selling some of those items. Next up was the brand Carrots. This is a equestrian horseback riding breeches brand, and I don't know why these sold for $10 because everywhere else they were listed for $25. So somehow, and I know that they haven't gone through that many markdowns on Poshmark to get down to 10 because I just listed them not that long ago. So I don't know what happened, but somebody got a great deal on them. So yay for them. Next up is a brand, Loro Piana. This is definitely a bolo brand. These only sold for $30 because there was a hole. So I did list them lower. Oh my gosh, the lights went off. I think they're automatic. Let's go turn them back on. I wonder if this might happen. Oh, there they go. Okay, so I just have to move, apparently. This is interesting. I've never filmed in a hotel conference room before. Okay, so here's what the tag looks like. These were actually in the women's section. I think somebody put them back. They also had stains on them. I got all the stains out. I bought them, brought them home. and then noticed the hole. So I did list them for lower, but they still sold really quickly for $30. Had there not have been a stain, or had there not have been a hole, I definitely could have got more money for those. That is a huge Bolo brand. Next up is the brand Spanx. These are a pair of 2X blue jean-ish skinny leggings. So this is a classic style. It tends to do better in the larger sizes, so that's what I pick it up. I did pass up a pair of white Spanx skinny jeans this past week because that's more of a summer sale, and I passed up a couple of pairs of the size small ones, and then I passed up some of those seamless leggings, the thin ones. Those ones don't do good for me either. Next up is a pair of Rock Revival jeans that sold for $25. These were in a size 27. They were called the Bliss. So not as much bling in the back pocket that tends to make it do better. Still a $25 sale. I had a local thrift store this past week that had tons of Rock Revival and Miss Me, and they were all priced at $25. So that was stupid. Of course, I didn't get any of those. Next up is a pair of Democracy jeans in a size 14. These sold for $35, my full asking price. These were the Absolution high rise, stretch skinny. There's a style number down here. It never pulls anything up for me. So I just use my own keywords. I look at it and I just guess the style based on how it looks. Next up is a pair of Judy blue jeans in a size 29. These sold for $14. These were just a pair of relaxed fit, so I'm surprised I didn't sell for more, but since they're at $14, that means they have went through multiple markdowns because I originally had those listed at $30 or $35. So that's okay, good to move out an older item. Next up was a bundle of 3 items for $75. We had this Nokana belt. Nokana is a Western brand that can do good sometimes, but I have had this for a while as it's marked down to $13. I also had that lug pink and clear bag. I thought that one would sell fast. And then a Tommy Bahama new with tags pullover sweatshirt. I just got this recently at a thrift store as well. So nice bundle sale on there too. The bundle sales I think really have been helping me this past week. Next up was a pair of Abercrombie and Fitch jeans that sold for $27. These were in a size 2. They were the 90s. Slim straight ultra high rise. Also, question for anybody who does YouTube or tech stuff, how can I make myself stay here? How can I point that? Stay here the whole time. Right now I'm just using QuickTime Player because that was an easy solution that I found online. But I always, as you see, when I click anywhere on my screen, I disappear. So how can I make myself stay there? Any ideas? If you know, please comment down below and help me. 90s slim straight ultra high rise, $27. Abercrombie jeans are a good bread and butter item for me lately, especially with the fall. Next up is a pair of Anthropologie pants that sold for $15. These were in a size small. They were a pair of green high-rise wide leg pants. I was hoping these would sell for more, but I have had them for quite a while and they were marked down, so I went ahead and accepted that lower offer. I sold these Lily Pulitzer shorts, so I am selling fall stuff, but I'm definitely still selling summer stuff as well. So we're kind of in this in-between season. These were a size 4. They were the Callahan shorts. That was the style. Floral, pull-on, or not pull-on, just like a button cotton pair of shorts. So yay. I always loved picking up Lily Pulitzer. Next up was an Alley Miles top that sold for $29. This one was in a size medium, so it still can sell in the smaller sizes. I think maybe it just depends on the pattern. This, of course, looks really good for fall, the green and black plaid, so I think that definitely helped pull it through, even though it was in a smaller size. I sold another pair of Abercrombie and Fitch. These were a pair of new with tags brown jeans or pants. Yeah, they were jeans. 90s relaxed high-rise. I maybe could have got a little more for those. I think I had them listed for $45. But again, I'd rather take money than risk countering and doing no money on most items. Next up is a pair of Smart Wool leggings. These were in a size large. They sold for $32. I love selling Smart Wool. So they are a pair of merino wool. This is what the little logo looks like for Smart Wool, this little guy. I think his name is called Nitwit somehow. Somehow I know that. Anyway, Smart Wool's a great brand to be on the lookout for. Okay, I sold this Viore top. I had this listed extremely quickly. I did post it on my story. So one night I decided to post what I was listing for the day on my story. And I did a poll, like, do you want to see this? And I got 100% yes. People on my Instagram stories want to see what I'm listing every day. So if you're curious, because I don't show everything in my hauls, you can go over there. And what's also been nice about that is that I'm making some sales from it. So that's great. I will actually, let me get into my Poshmark, I think, or my Instagram. I don't know if I can really show you that well. Actually, I probably can't on here, but I can tell you, I sold a pair of Judy blue jeans to somebody for $25 with shipping. So those were a pair of high-rise wide leg crop jeans. And then I had a buyer who bought that turtle backpack or turtle purse from the lug stuff that I found. And then she was going to buy the Barefoot Dreams cardigan, but that sold extremely quickly. You will see that coming up in my sales, the 3X one. And then what else did she buy? Let me check and let you know. Hers, I think what she ended up buying was, why am I on Instagram? Why am I on Facebook? Why can't I think? Okay, anyway, Carol, her name was Carol, so thank you so much for your purchase. If you watch my channel, I don't know if she just follows me on there or if she just follows me on Instagram. Oh, she also got some Viore pants. So Viore pants and a turtle purse. Wow, I feel like that was just like a huge mess for $90. She just messaged me. She's also interested in buying some Teva slip-on shoes that I found and a Wanakomi, maybe that's how you say it, sweater. So if she wants that, I'm going to do $50 shipped. So I'm super excited about all of this because I'm like, maybe this could be a way for me to make some more sales. I used to do it, but I felt like I was getting too spammy. But I'm like, you know what? If it helps me make more money for my business and 100% of people voted that they want to see it, I think I'm going to do it. So that being said, I sold this Viore top for $38. This was a brown, just a long sleeve t-shirt, but Viore is selling so good right now that it's still sold for $38 for a long sleeve t-shirt in like a day. And she was counter offering a lot, but I kept sticking with $38. And she came back the next day and paid that. So that's awesome. Next up was a Ming Wang cardigan in a size medium. This was a green blue cardigan sweater, definitely more brighter summer-ish colors. Smaller sizes don't tend to do as good. So that one, yeah, 17, that's okay. Next up is a pair of On Cloud shoes. I actually sold these once before and they got returned for fit, I think on eBay. These came from Plato's Closet. I paid $14 for them. What's the nice thing about this is that on Poshmark, they sold for more money than what I originally sold them. So I don't, sometimes returns bother me, but usually I'm like, I can just sell it again. This time I made more money, so that's great. $54, they were listed for $60, so that was an excellent offer that they sent me. These were called the Roger Advantage walking shoes, so I was really excited about that. Next up after that, I sold this Anthropologie Pilcrow sweatshirt for $40. This was a pullover tulle hoodie. So I did use ballet core in my title. And yeah, new with tags retailed for $98. So that was a great sale. I still have one of those in black if you think that style is cute. Here's another Ming Wang sweater that only sold for $22. This one kind of surprised me because it was in a size 1X. Usually my Ming Wang in the plus size does better than this, but this one has went through a couple of markdowns, so that's okay. That's how I run my business, so I am totally fine with it selling for $22. I sold these mother jeans for $30. These were in a size 25, and they're skinny, so I think that definitely made a difference with how much they sold for. The Looker ankle fray in this olive green color. So most of my thrift stores, actually, I don't think any of my thrift stores mark up mother. They don't know what it is. So I'll keep picking it up because that's still a fine price for skinny jeans. Next up is a pair of men's Duluth trading jeans in a size 34-30. These were a flannel-lined pair of jeans. LL Bean, I think, makes flannel-lined as well, and they can do fairly good. So these sold really fast for $25, so I was happy with that. Next up was a pair of Chaco sandals. These were a women's size 8. They were the ZX1 style. Definitely a good hiking brand to be on the lookout for sandals, shoes, and boots. Yeah, so $28 on that. That's great. I feel like I keep hearing people at the door, but maybe they're just walking past. Next up was a bundle for $50. It was 4 Eileen Fisher things. But actually, did I ship this? Oh, yeah, I did. Order complete. Eileen Fisher jacket, 2 pair of Eileen Fisher pants, and an Eileen Fisher top. So $50 for all of them. Obviously, not as high as when I originally listed them, but really good to get it out because I have tons of Eileen Fisher in my closet. So that's great. Next up was an Ann Taylor jacket that sold for $28. This was in a size extra, extra large, and it was new with tags. Tan and white striped blazer type jacket. Doesn't go anywhere near retail, but still with the size and the style, I was able to go ahead and pick that up. This was a no brand item, and this is definitely a style-based pickup. I Google Lens this, and it's literally from Amazon, but I was like, this style is so cute. Somebody wants this. I listed it as women's. Girl bought it, but she could have bought it for her husband or maybe for herself, because I feel like anybody could wear it. But it was just this like really cool sweater. And then look in the back too. It had like this cowboy. I'm like, this is so cool. So it sold for my full asking price of $35, which I was so excited about for a no brand item. Next up are a pair of American Eagle jeans in a size 0. These were the low rise baggy jeans. They only sold for $14 and they were new with tags. I think that the size definitely had to do with that. I think if they weren't so small, I could have sold them for more money. So, oh well on that. Next up are a pair of little cute kids Birkenstocks. If I knew I was having grandkids, I would save these. I mean, hopefully I will someday, but not anytime soon. Size 10. They were the Roma sandals. They're so cute. They sold for $28. Oh, they came out on a new rack and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get those. So that was a cute sale. 2 soft surrounding shirts that sold for literally $10. So these are old. These are not it. I'm not hardly picking up any soft surroundings anymore. Very selective. Got to be a good size and a really good style. So yeah, glad to get rid of those old ones. I need to go through my inventory again, but I probably won't until volleyball season is over. Next up was a pair of Finn Comfort sandals that sold for $46. So Finn Comfort is a great shoe brand that you can be on the lookout for. It's obviously a comfort shoe brand. A lot of times it is leather. These are brown leather, size 8. They were called the Gomorrah shoes. So that was a really nice sale. I was excited about that. I'm glad I looked up comps on those because I didn't realize that that style would go for so much. So if you're not sure, always look up sold comps. These Bionic sandals sold really fast. They were in a size 11, so maybe the size had something to do with it. They were the metallic Kira sandal. I picked these up at a local thrift world for $4. So I was really happy with a fast flip on sandals, especially at this time of the year. Next up was a vintage Relativity coat. I don't think I talked about this last week. It looks like it's on the 23rd. Mongolian fur, Penny Lane, amazing 90s Y2K coat. Sold for $160. So anytime you see coats with that crazy fur type stuff with leather, pick it up because it's probably going to do good. So I think that's it on there. Let's go on to eBay. Let me check my phone because my sister got into the hotel last night and her and I are hopefully going thrifting together. I just had a parent ask me what color the boys' uniforms. So let me respond to that text really quick if you guys don't mind, because this is what I'm here for, is this volleyball tournament. Let me ask my boys, what color jerseys are you going to wear today? Question mark. We have 2 different jerseys for our boys, so they switch them out based on, well, actually there's nothing that it bases on, but that way they don't have to do laundry overnight at the hotel. Okay, eBay. eBay was also good for me this week, so a really great week of sales. I'm so grateful. Praise God for the good sales. Lululemon leggings, size 10. These were the speed up tights. They sold for $45 with a coupon. I just picked these up recently. This is an excellent style. It is a little bit of an older style, but they still sold so fast. So I'm really excited about that. Some of my sales, I wonder too, since I'm putting them on my Instagram story, are some people going to the platform and buying them? There's really no way to know that unless they say. Another pair of Lululemon leggings in a size 12. These sold for $25. These were a pair of Wonder Under. So I'm glad that these sold so fast. They were kind of a newer one, but with this printed style, I was like, ugh, are those going to do good? But they sold really fast. I sold this Nation LTD shirt for literally $9, but it had a hole in it that I didn't realize when I bought it. It was their classic puff sleeve style, but here's the hole, so I definitely had to list it lower, which is sad. Otherwise, that would have done better. This sold really fast for my full asking price with a coupon, of course. New with tags, Anthropologie Mauve top. Sorry, I have a hiccup. Mauve top. It had mushrooms on it. So, of course, the mushrooms, for some reason, are very popular and trendy. So that was a great sale on that. Next up was a pair of Athleta pants in a size 10. These were the Stellar skinny pants. So I do still pick up some Athleta, but I'm just really, really selective. Listed for $35. They offered me $25. I went ahead and took that. They sold extremely quickly, so I'm happy about that. I did have a viewer ask me, do you look up sell-through rate on every single item? And the answer is no. If I was newer, I would be more. I do suggest newer resellers, or if you're not like not doing good, but like if you're not doing good, you need to. You might be making bad buys because you're picking up stuff that's just going to take forever to sell. So I've had enough experience at this point, but I definitely still do it a lot, but just not with everything. Next up was a Catherine shirt in a size 2X. This sold for $12.50. Green, blue, plus size, ombre top. Nothing special about that. It sat for a while. Allegria sandals sold for $24. These were a pair of a pair of size 6. Black leather Lola wedge was the style, the Lola wedge. So slip-on sandals. I was happy with those, of course, still selling sandals. And then next after that, I sell a J. Crew wool coat. So this is what I'm talking about. This was a size extra large, tall pea coat men's. I got this last year, I think at the late spring or early spring, and it just now sold for $55. So yay. Next up was this brand, Marith Gerbad Francois. Is that how you say it? Y2K jeans in a size 10. They sold for, what did they sell for? That's what the tag looks like. I do the size 10, not the junior size usually, for stuff that has both numbers. $36 on those. Next up is a pair of Icy by Connie K. Pair of green pants. These were in a size large, straight leg pants. A tiny little spot here, so I make sure to point out every flaw to hopefully avoid returns and have a good buyer experience. Next up was the brand Sweater Market. This was a men's vintage wool sweater. I got it because it said made in Denmark. It sold for $22. So maybe, I think this went through I think it was slightly on sale. Well, let's see. Actually, it doesn't show there, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm glad it sold. Next up was this Loro Piana sweater for $100. So 2 Loro Piana sales in 1 week. That's crazy. That's all I have. I wish I had more. This was a ivory silk knit sleeveless sweater. So that was really exciting. I love selling that brand, obviously. Here's the Barefoot Dreams cardigan. If you guys were watching my thrift with me, I was debating on this because Barefoot Dreams has extremely dropped off for me. But this was new with tags and size 3X. And I was like, I have a good feeling about this. And the feeling was right. Obviously, it sold in a day for $48. So that's great. Next up is a pair of Democracy jeans that sold for $25. These were in a size 14. They were the Absolution, and they were a bootcut style. So those ones can tend to do a little bit better for me than skinny, but honestly, I still sell skinny in the larger sizes. Next was a new with tags Lululemon blazer. This sold for $70. I paid $20 or $25 for this at a local thrift world, and I'm totally fine with that, paying for that for a $70 sale. It's still making me a good amount of profit. Next up was a soft surrounding shirt that sold for $21 with a coupon. This was marked down. It was a tie front paisley, kind of like multimedia type print. So that was okay. It was cute, but took a little while to sell. I sold this Sandy Starkman jacket for $25. I've actually had 2 of these, and they both have sold recently. So kind of artsy it gives me. These ones kind of had almost looks like maybe little moth holes. That's what the tag looks like. This was a wool blend. My other one I think was a wool silk blend. So let me know if you have any experience with Sandy Starkman. Next up are these Lululemon shorts that sold for $25. They were called the Tracker shorts. They were kind of this off-white color. They were older. There's no letters and numbers on there. So, and then the logo was faded a little bit. So I was still happy to get $25 off of some used Lululemon shorts. Next up was a Free People 1 jumpsuit that sold for $38.50 with a coupon. This was in a size extra small, multicolor. When I first saw it, I thought it was a maxi dress. I was like, is that a hole? No, I'm just showing how it like connects. So anyway, yay. Next up, I sold this pair of Rothy's for $48. I was finding so many Rothy's for a while there. It was crazy. These ones were in a size 8. They were just the flat sneakers. Rothy's don't sell as good as they used to, but definitely still exciting to find them, and they can still sell for good money. Next up was this Horion cape that sold for $50. I don't know if that's how you say that. I sold this brand once before. Dublin, new wool, lamb's wool, and cashmere blend. It did have a little couple holes in it as well. But $50, that's amazing. So really happy about that. Next up are these Sanita shoes that sold for $35 with a coupon. I sold these before. They got returned. They were that Mary Jane style that's doing so good right now. And they sold for more the second time again. So I'm definitely happy about that. I sold these Frank and Eileen pants in like half an hour, I think. They sold for my full asking price with a coupon, $75. These are called the Catherine pants. I actually have 3 pairs of these, a teal pair and a white pair. All in the same style, but the brown one sold so fast. So Frank and Eileen is another great Bolo brand. I sold this J. Jill shirt. It is new with tags in a size 4X. Sold for $33. I have had this for a while, but it did finally sell. I had it 30% off, as you can see over there on the right. Next up is a J. Crew sweater blazer in a size large. This sold for $30. The sweater blazers do so good, and it's going to be the time that they're going to start selling even better. So brown cotton blend cardigan. If it was a wool blend, I think I could have got more money for it. Next up is a pair of Eileen Fisher pants that sold for $17. These were in a size extra, extra small. And they had a little mark there in the waistband. So I was like, okay, $17, that's fine. Aloe Yoga shirt sold for $24. I was getting tons of low offers on this, and I kept countering $24. So I was glad that I was still able to get the amount that I wanted. It was a cute crop pink long sleeve top. Next up are a pair of Peruvian Connection pants that sold for $26. These were a casual, just like slim fit pants with the zipper ankle detail. This was with all that Peruvian Connection that I found recently. Another J. Crew sweater blazer. This one sold for $38. Again, the brown. This one might have been new with tags with that little like barb thing right there. This one was also just 100% cotton, but a really cute classic style. This might have been in my $1 to $1,000 video challenge. This Vineyard Vines pin tuck top. Was it? I don't remember. I have it written down at home, but I think I'm finally starting to sell a couple things off that, so I need to give you guys an update video. And then I started like double guessing myself. I'm like, wait, how do I figure this out? Because I was like, once I sell those things, like I need to look back on my notebook when I was keeping track for when I get up to the 1,000. Like, am I keeping track of just my profit? Like so far, maybe I've made $40 profit. So then with those things that I made, like how am I going to keep adding up do I keep just adding up my profit to like get to 1,000? I'm like, and I like couldn't think straight about it. And so I'm like, I need to watch other people's videos and see how they did that to make sure mine's not a total crappy series. Anyway, Vineyard Vines, new with tags, extra large, black linen pin tuck top. This sold for $28. Next up is a pair of Dansko shoes. These sold very quickly. I figured they would. They were red and the Mary Jane style. Again, it had a hidden wedge. The Lorelei sandals or shoes, so pretty. $40 on those. Yay. I sold this Jonathan Simkai and Carbon 38 shirt in a size, it was in a size 38. Oh, Carbon 38. It was in a size small. Wow, I'm so stupid. So here's what the tag is down here. The Jonathan Simkai, that can do pretty good. So be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that sold, oh no, I lost my spot. That sold for how much? $28. Okay, $28. Next up was an Isabel Marant Etoile. This sold for $45. This was a black ribbed Henley. Here's what the tag looks like. I think Etoile is like their diffusion or like lower line, but it still sold great, so I was really excited about that. I sold these Madewell jeans for $35. They were the road tripper style in a size 34. So a nice larger style, the curvy road tripper actually. I've been selling Madewell jeans really good lately, so I'm excited about that. Next up was the brand Earthbound Trading. These were a pair of pants that sold for $18, size medium. I got these based on style. They were like green embroidered, very boho. So that's okay for just a style-based kind of pickup. This was also style-based pickup. Wait, I already talked about this last week, didn't I? Yes, because I remember that skirt. So that is it. I am going to get out of this conference room because I feel like I'm not supposed to be in here, but actually it's okay because nobody's in here and I'm getting my work done. So Yay. Let me know how your sales have been. I appreciate you guys watching so much, for all of the comments and shares on my video. It really does help my small business anytime you buy something from me. Even if you can't buy something, simply liking this video, sharing it on your social media, and commenting, that is a free way you can help me with my channel. So again, I appreciate that. I'll see you guys in the next video Sunday. I have a great haul video coming out for you guys. I found something new with tags that retails for over $3,000. So come back Sunday to see my haul. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day.